What's up guys, Scott here from Nova Hardware. This is my brief overview, initial thoughts of the Samsung WB1100F point and shoot camera. Let's get started. Alright, so let's start with what you guys actually get in the box. So, you get this pretty nice camera lens cover, in my opinion. I like it. I'm not a camera expert or anything, but I think that the lens cap is pretty nice in my opinion. Pretty durable and strong strap for the camera, so you can put it on your neck and walk around or hold it, or if you're taking a risky shot, kind of hold it from that if you don't want to, drop this camera. So some people may be asking, why did you get this camera? Well, it was only $100. I got it on sale in Myers for $100, marked down from $250. So I thought to myself, why not? I'm using a really little Nikon Coolpix camera right now, and to be honest, the image quality could be a lot better. But I said, hey, I'm going to put a little bit of investment in it, and I can just use it over the summer when I'm back on campus. I don't care. So I got it, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. Shoots really nice pictures. The zoom on it is very nice as well. It says up to 35 times. Basically, at about a football field's length away, I can zoom in on someone's face who's standing at the end of the other touchdown. Like who's in the other end zone, and I'm at one end zone. You can zoom all the way in on their face. So I feel like that is kind of cool, in my opinion. I like it. Samsung, this is using a Samsung lens, so it's going to have that same vibrant color thing that Samsung likes to do with all of their phones and all of their sensors, where the contrasts are a little bit more exaggerated than they should be, but that's okay. So when it comes to storage, it uses a simple just SD card slot. They can take up to 64 gig XCM SD card. And also it comes with a very handy little rechargeable battery, which I like. This thing, the Coolpix that I'm using right now, takes AA batteries, and that's kind of annoying because I have to make sure that it's not going to die in the middle of a shoot like it did one time, which was annoying because I had to redo it. And actually, to charge this, it does not come with a charger per se, an external charger. There's something called the AV port on the side. You just plug in through a micro USB cable, and it will immediately begin to charge the battery. In my experience, it takes about an hour to charge, which is fine. If the battery is too low, it won't charge, but you can record videos and take pictures while it's charging if you find it useful. I do, because when I want to, say, record but don't want the camera to die in the middle of it, I can do that. I find it very handy. So it's actually got a very vibrant flash on it. So let me just use that. Well, as long with a whole bunch of different modes. So may or may not have just blinded the whole image and ruined the whole film. I have no idea, but the flash is extremely bright and I like it. It's got about a 3-inch TFT display here. It's okay. I mean, it lets you see what the sensor sees, and that's all I expect out of something like this. So some of the actual modes that the camera has on board, such as auto, Wi-Fi mode, which allows you to pair up a phone or other device to the actual camera and pull the actual images off of it, or you can directly upload to Facebook. Video mode, which is pretty obvious, it shoots in 720p 60 frames per second, which is okay. I mean, 1080p would have been preferred, but for $100 I'm not really going to argue. Settings. Star camera mode, which is a more specialized user mode. Panorama mode, which I like a lot. You can take just full panoramic images and you can either view them as one super long image, or you can play through them where it plays it as if it were like a video. The image stitching quality of the software that's in here is very good in my opinion. Sport mode, or power mode. There's also auto, but auto is pretty self-explanatory. It just adjusts all the settings as it sees fit. But in my opinion, this is a pretty decent camera. Would I suggest it to someone? If you can get it for the price that I got it for? Yes. If you had to pay full retail price, maybe not. Maybe save up a little bit more money and get something a little bit more expensive, something that can shoot in higher video quality if that matters to you. But if you're just looking for a simple point and shoot, this is a fine camera in my opinion. Right guys, so that brings us to the end of the video. Overall, I like this camera. It's not for everybody, but it's okay. One thing though that I didn't mention earlier is the AV port on the side sucks. Like, sure, if you have to move 2 pictures, 3 pictures, go for it. But if you have to move a lot of pictures or videos like I do, because I'm lazy and taking the SD card out of this camera is annoying, because I have to take off the tripod stand, and then I have to take the SD card out, put it into one computer, put it on a flash drive, take that flash drive out, put it into my editing computer, because I don't own the USB to SD card adapter and all that things. I'm lazy. I like things that are easy, and I'm just like, hey, let's use the AV port. No, that was the most miserable experience ever. It took 2 hours to move 1.5 gigabytes worth of data. It's registered in a file format called exFAT. It's supposed to replace FAT32 and be more or less the removable EasyFAT configuration for larger files that Windows created, and it is shit. It works like crap in Mac, Windows, which it was originally made for, and it is also pretty bad in Linux. I use Linux, and a lot of the videos on this channel will involve Windows, Mac, and Linux. I'll try and diversify it so that everyone can have everything, so you can have your own little taste of everything. But it is terrible in all 3. The other revisions of this camera, the earlier ones, sure, they had actual physical AA battery slots on there, but it had an active mini HDMI out and a active USB out, which means you could plug this into a HDMI screen and it would actively be showing you on a separate screen what the camera was seeing, which I think is a fantastic feature, and it is a travesty that Samsung took it out. Probably in place of cost, because they added the rechargeable battery, which the rechargeable battery is very nice, but I would have liked to see better features. Granted, for $100, it's pretty good. Also, I'm filming with a camera right now, so if you can see and hear a visual difference, like a visual and audio difference, great, that was the whole point of me buying the camera. I mean, I can use it for pictures and things like that, but honestly, I wanted to increase my video quality for this channel. So, that's the end of the video. Like the video if you liked it, disliked it, leave a comment below if you feel any indifferent. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. Thanks guys.